Welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. It is a Sunday, and we're here to talk about blackheads. We're here to talk about large pores. We are also here to talk about textured skin. We did a 25-day skincare challenge a couple of weeks ago, and I asked you all to send pictures, showing your skin. What I noticed for most people, the problem is normally blackheads, whitehead, and blackhead, whitehead, textured skin, and also large pores. So what we're going to do today, we are actually going to show you and talk about how you can get rid of, the blackheads and whiteheads on the skin, how you can get rid of textured skin, how you can get those pores to shrink really, really fast so your skin can look much smoother, clearer, and brighter. So welcome to the chat, guys. I know the video notification might have went out pretty late. I was actually working on my website and I get a little carried away. For those of you who don't know, we do have a website. It's khichibeauty@gmail.com. So you can actually check it out and also give us some tips on how better to, handle the website. Welcome our moderator. Hi, Lucy. How are you doing? I am yet to call you, but hopefully this week. Hi, Jason. How are you? Welcome to all the members of the channel. Lucy's the moderator. Everyone else in green are members of the channel. And then we have our subscribers, regular subscribers who are in white. Loretta, how are you? Susie, Jason, which I just mentioned, and Karen, as usual, on the top of the hour, pretty early. Now, a lot of people might take a while to come in since the notification went out late. So we are going to take some little chit-chatting until people get here. But definitely when it comes on to the skin, most of you tend to have the pigmentation, the blackheads, the whiteheads, and also the large pores, the textured skin. So what are we going to be doing about that? We are going to totally be dedicated in getting rid of the skin, imperfection. So you're going to be free to ask as many questions as you like about the topic, and you're also going to share, your comments or your feedback and what you are using on your skin to keep it looking good. Hello, Rita. How are you? Makeup Forever. Welcome, Jackie Mom, Keisha Rowe, Carrie Bryan. Hi, Inga K. I don't remember seeing Inga K on the chat for a while now. How are you doing? If you were here and wasn't commenting, well, welcome. And if you haven't been for a while, welcome back. TT Cab, how are you? Welcome. We have someone new. Lydia Francis, no, not really new, but welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. Now, One Delish, whoever you are, welcome to the chat. Jojo, how are you? Amina, welcome. Ilda, welcome. All right, guys. So if you're having problem with blackheads, let's talk about the blackheads even before we talk about large pores. If you are having problem with blackheads, feel free to comment. When it comes on to blackhead, the reason for that is clogged pores, believe it or not. And if any one of you do our 25 skincare challenge, you should be seeing less blackhead. Your pores should be looking a little better, and your skin should be on its way to a more smoother texture. Okay, now why do we get clogged pores? We get clogged pores because the dead skin cells tend to just seep into those pores. The grease, the dirt, everything from the environment, even products that you use on your skin tend to seep into those pores. And with the dead skin cells, it just settled into the pores. And if you don't find a way to get it out, what happens is that it causes the grease cause the dirt to dry, and when it is dried, then that is how you get blackhead. When it comes on to whitehead, however, whitehead is mostly the grease. Okay, whitehead is mostly the grease, excess grease on the skin that seep into the pores, and that is the reason why that is normally white when you're taking it out. However, if you leave the whitehead there for a long time, what would happen is that the grease and the dirt and the dead skin cells would surround that whitehead, and that is how you're going to get blackhead. So whitehead do turn to blackhead. How do we get rid of this? A good way to get rid of the blackhead is to start by steaming the face. Now, how do you steam the face? You steam the face by using a facial steamer, or you steam the face by using the old time method of putting your head over hot water, let the steam hit your face. You also steam the face if you have a sauna. You can sit in there, it steam the face like that. You can also use a hot towel over your face, and that is going to help to steam the face. Now, why are we steaming the face to get rid of blackhead? We're steaming the face to loosen up, loosen up those pores, to have them open a bit wider. When you apply heat to the face or any form of a steam, it causes your pores to open. Now, when the pores are open, that is the easiest way to get rid of the blackhead and the whitehead. Okay, so definitely steaming is a must, especially if you have a lot of blackhead. Now, while we were doing our 25-day skincare challenge, one person wrote to me and they were having a little issue with steaming the face. Our challenge was to steam every day. However, you really do not have to steam your face every day. You can choose to steam the face at least 2 to 3 times per week. But for the challenge, we were steaming every day. So if you have very sensitive skin, be mindful of the way that you steam your face. For some people, they like to actually, like for me, I like to feel that steam hitting my face, okay? Now, some people might go a little too close to the steam, and it might cause a bit of a reaction. When you're steaming your face, make sure that you step back and you stand as far away where you are comfortable. If it gets, a steaming should be pleasant. A steaming should be comfortable. A steaming shouldn't be hot where you're dragging your face like, oh, it's too much. It definitely shouldn't be that. It should be warm on your skin, but at the same time, you should be able to tolerate it without feeling any form of irritation on the skin. Now, when you steam the skin, what do you do next to get rid of the blackheads and the whitehead? The next thing that you need to do is to exfoliate the face. And we talk about this so many times on our channel that if you want smooth skin, the road, the journey, the track, the pathway that you have to take to smooth skin is to exfoliate the skin. Now, you might be wondering, for some of you from a different country, different language, exfoliating the skin is simple scrubbing your face with a facial scrub. Now, we have a lot of facial scrub on our channel page that you can try. However, we have different kinds of facial scrub. However, they're all going to get the job done by getting rid of the grease and dirt and blackheads and whitehead from the skin. Now, if you have like excess, or some people have really severe blackheads, okay, and what you can do, you can actually remove the blackhead. They have some little tools with some little thing round end that you can blackhead remover. That is, you can actually try to get rid of the blackhead, especially for those blackhead that you can actually see it on the outside where there's a round circle and you can see that. However, this should be done after you steam, because when you steam, it loosens the pores and it also melts that grease on the skin, and you will be able to get out those blackheads. However, for most people, you don't really need a tool. All you need is a good exfoliator. Simple way to exfoliate the skin is just to do some sugar and some olive oil or some blended rice or with some green tea water. Just simple way. The trick is, how do you exfoliate the skin to get rid of blackheads? And we're going to talk about that after we take a few comments. If you have any issue with blackheads, large pores, textured skin, this is your time to comment and ask questions and also share tips. And if you're on and you did the skincare challenge, our 25 days skincare challenge, and you usually, I'm using the word usually, have a lot of blackhead, and after doing the challenge, you find that your skin look better, I'm asking you guys to comment and just share a bit of your journey to getting rid of blackheads and large pores. All right, Carmen Rowe, first time, what can I use to remove eczema spots? And we get that question all the time. And welcome to our live chat. Now, when it comes on to eczema, you need to use anything with antibacterial properties. Now, the advice that I normally issue, which the fact that you're new, you might not know that I used to have, growing up, struggle with eczema. And what I use on my skin was a sulfur, okay? And sulfur you can find like in places like Amazon and so on and so forth. And another way you could get sulfur, you can get sulfur from something that really don't smell very well, but it is very effective, and that is onion. So we have a video on the channel showing you how you can use the sulfur, how you can make it into a paste to use on your eczema. And we also have videos using the onions for eczema. You probably should check out those recipes. But for me, growing up, the sulfur works like a charm on my skin. One Delish, what do you use for under eyes dark circles? And we tend to get this so often, like for dark circles. Another skincare issue of mine that I spoke about so very often on this channel. I have a playlist which contains 21 videos with different remedies for dark under eye circles. That playlist contains my top remedies. So you can actually go on the channel page and click on it, and it's going to drop down. Any video on that page and under that playlist is good. If you are skeptical, go ahead and try to do one that probably have like over 1 million views or something like that. But most of those in that playlist are extremely good. I struggle with dark under eye circles, and I probably should say used to. However, if I'm really, really tired, sometimes I still get a little bit of an eye bags. And my favorite remedy to use is anything in natural ingredient that are high in vitamin K, and that is most green leaf vegetable favorite is parsley leaf. But when you check the playlist out, you will see a wide variety of different combination of treatment for dark under eye circles that are not only videos but are very effective remedies, tested, proven, and just keep getting better. All right, so Catherine Harris, first time I'm seeing you on the channel. Welcome. If you're new to live, you have a beautiful skin. Thank you for that. And One Delish, how long should I steam my face? You don't really need to steam the face for no more than about 3 minutes or so, okay? 3 minutes is, maybe all too long, but 3 minutes is good, no more. And 2 to 3 times per week is perfect. Now, if you're like just starting out and you really want to get your skin to a nice, a nice texture, a nice looking skin, you can try our 25-day skincare challenge, which you're going to steam every day. But after the challenge, then you go to steaming your face 2 to 3 times a week. Sorry. A lot of people did the challenge, and a lot of people have seen great results. Oh, I know that because I received so many before and after pictures. The reason for doing textured skin and large pores and blackheads, because on most of the pictures, this is the number one issue, okay? You would think that the number one issues is wrinkles and fine lines. However, I know there's a lot of my subscribers follow religiously, so I still probably would be taken aback if they were like really heavy with wrinkles and fine lines. But the textured skin, we have one person, I know I can talk about this on the channel, who's Lexi, chatting with Lex. She's not on the channel on the chat today. I haven't seen her on the chat, but she did our 25 days skincare challenge, and I would think that she's one person that have the most in 25 days. And I'm gonna be making a video for people who did the 25 days challenge to see the transformation. And this also proves that you really could transform your skin within a month or so once you're dedicated to it. Severe large pores she have, severe acne where you have like the pus in it. That how bad it was, like our entire face. Most of you that are watching watch her religiously, and chatting with Lex. And from day one, she sent pictures. She sent pictures like every 2 days or 3 days. And at the end of the 25 days challenge, I myself was blown away, like really, really blown away of, what she achieved just by being dedicated, the extra time to her skin. So guys, when you watch these videos, and I'm talking for my channel, these are not like gimmicks. I try to share things with you that's actually gonna work. But with everything that you do, you gotta be dedicated, okay? You cannot just take care of your skin today, you forget to take care of it tomorrow, and you forget to take care of it next week, and then you come back and you tell me like, your remedies don't work. And I get that a lot. Believe it or not, I post videos on my channel, and they, like, within 2 seconds after posting the videos, I normally sometimes get people commenting like, oh, this remedy don't work, I tried it already. Duh, I just post the video. How you can try it already? Thumbs down the video. Like, come on now, you got to try it for at least a month before you can really give up and say it don't work. However, for most remedies, when you're doing it within a week or so, you should notice something going on with the skin. All right, we're taking some more questions. Jackie Mom, wash your face with rice water every day for clear skin, tighten pores and glowing skin. I got that from beauty recipes. Okay. All right. So Catherine, don't you pre-gel on your face? I'm not sure what you're at. Don't use, oh, petroleum jelly. Okay, petroleum jelly on the face. All right, that is a little controversial. Petroleum jelly, I personally will use petroleum jelly on my face, and I have used petroleum jelly on my face. What you need to know about petroleum jelly, a lot of people think that petroleum jelly is really bad. Petroleum jelly is basically from the earth. It is from mineral oil, okay? And mineral oil is from, oil, like food oil and all of that kind of oil. However, it goes through a process where it becomes turned into petroleum jelly. The way petroleum jelly works on the skin is that it does not go in the pores. It sits on top of the skin. And when it sits on top of the skin, what it is doing, it's causing your water in the skin to stay in the skin. And that way, if you have dry skin, if you have flaky looking skin, the petroleum jelly will lack that in the skin. The trick is, if you exfoliate your skin on a regular, and coconut oil tend to get the same rap as the petroleum jelly, but I do know because of the oil, if you use baby oil on your skin, then you can use petroleum jelly, because 61, or I'm trying to remember, 61 half a dozen of the other, okay? So definitely, but to each his own. I'm not saying, if you don't want to use petroleum jelly, not to use to use it. I'm not forcing anyone to use petroleum jelly. When it comes down to dry ears and cracked ears, that is really, really good. But the honest truth is, when I do use petroleum jelly, as I shared a lot on my channel, I normally add things to it. Things to it such as special oil. So for my feet, I would mix petroleum jelly with a little bit of a coconut oil, a little bit of a olive oil, and I probably put a little bit of a peppermint in it, mix it all up, and I use it to keep my feet looking soft and supple. They have a thing going around which they call slugging. Some of you might be aware, not straying from the topic, guys. Slugging. Some of you might be aware of this slugging. And what they're doing is using petroleum jelly, and you'll be surprised who is trying this slugging. They are applying a thick layer of petroleum jelly on their skin at night, sleep with it, wake up in the morning, and rinse it off. A lot of people are now swearing, and even celebrities are now slugging using the petroleum jelly. I just explained that. I've been talking about this for years and years and years on my channel. The reason why they are so gravitating towards this is because when they apply it on the skin at night, the next morning their face is looking hydrated. And that is because the way petroleum works, as I just mentioned, is that it locks the moisture in the skin. you can get the same result from coconut oil. There are some oil that are very light that will seep into the pores all the way to the epidermis, while there are some oils that will just sit on top of the skin. So different oils tend to do different things on the skin. And I didn't mean to go off, talking about the petroleum jelly, but I picked up the question because whatever you use on your skin, if your pores are clean, let's say you're using the petroleum jelly, you got to exfoliate the skin. Why petroleum jelly and even coconut oil get a bad rap for clogging pores is because people really don't clean their skin the proper way. If you exfoliate 2 to 3 times per week, it's not gonna clog the pores. The pores are clean. You apply the jelly or the coconut oil, you rinse in the morning, and there you have clean skin. And also if you steam, that is even more of a double whammy. So for those of you who use petroleum jelly, personally for me, I'm not telling you not to use it. I still use petroleum jelly, as I mentioned. But if you find that when you use it on your skin, it doesn't do anything at all for your skin, you're not comfortable, then leave it alone, because there's so many other options out there that you can use on your skin. Okay? All right. So if you're just joining, we're talking about how you can get rid of textured skin, how you can shrink those pores, how you can get rid of blackheads and whitehead on the skin that cause your skin to look rough and rugged. Yes, I do have smooth skin, and yeah, I'm wearing makeup today, but most of you, 90% of the time, you see me without makeup. That is because I exfoliate and I do steam my face, and I am actually dedicated to having my skin looking the way it does. Now, if I stop taking care of my skin for a week or two, you could tell the difference. You really could tell the difference, because just the way you eat and brush your teeth, that is the need for your skin. Your skin need that special attention, okay? So we're closing up these pores by steaming and exfoliating. Let's go to some question. If you have question, guys, go ahead, ask it right now. This is really answering your skincare question videos. We just choose a topic and you can ask question pertaining to the topic, okay? So go ahead. And Lucy, as we get older, our pores tend to get larger. That is why we need to care more before menopause. But it is never too late to improve and enhance our natural beauty. And I'm going to comment on that statement that Lucy just made. Now, Lucy is letting you guys know when you get older, your pores get larger. And the reason for that is all about collagen, guys. It's all about collagen and elastin. All right, and that's why we talk so much about collagen and elastin and tightening and firming the skin. When you get older, the collagen production slows down, and collagen is a form of a protein that actually gives the skin its firmness. Okay, now when you get older, that tends to slow down, and that starts slowing down, believe it or not, from the time you touch around about 20. Okay, so when it slows down, it causes the skin to sag. The first thing you're going to see is some fine line on the skin. The next thing you're going to see, those fine lines are going to turn into wrinkles. And the next thing you're going to do is feel your face, and it's going to feel very, very soft, much softer than, when you were younger. The skin is going to stretch, guys. And when the skin stretches, because the skin is covered with pores, that is how the pores get to be open wider. Like if you were eating a bubble gum, I haven't had a bubble gum for a while, but what they call it again. Anyway, I'm still saying bubble gum. I was trying to find another name. What do you call bubble gum again, guys? Remind me, guys. We say bubble gum. Bubble gum is normally the pink one that is sweet, that you chew it and in 2 minutes the sugar is gone, but you keep chewing it as a child, like you just chew, nothing is in it, and then you blow it up, blue, pop it. I used to love doing that, what they call chewing gum. Thank you so much, Lucy. Chewing gum. Okay, so man, brains freeze just now. I just couldn't remember chewing gum. So if you take a chewing gum, and the reason I talk about putting your tongue in it and popping it, some people could do it good. I used to be able to do it like about 6 in a row, like, which is annoying to most adults at the time. So if you take a piece of a gum or nowadays, let's just say clay dough, and you just stretch it. Some of you guys have kids, so you know what clay dough is, and you poke a hole in it and you stretch it, then you're going to see the hole just keep getting bigger and bigger, and that is exactly how the skin works. Now just imagine, because you lose all that collagen in your skin, just picture this, guys. The collagen is gone, your skin is now soft, and it's stretching, you know, stretching because you're getting older, you're getting all the sagginess, and then there comes the dirt and grease. Okay, there comes the dirt and grease locked into that stretch hole, and that is how, you know, and you forget to exfoliate, and you forget to steam the face, and guess what happened? It stay inside that hole and get dry. It stay in there and get dry. Okay, like, you know, guys, some people, because they don't, you know, clean properly, they get like dingleberries. Some people might know what that is. That is the same thing with a blackhead in the hole. The dirt and grease get dry and turn into blackhead. Okay, so for the face is a blackhead, and for the other part is dingleberry. All right, guys, so what you need to do is to clean it out, because the stretching that is happening on the skin, it's loaded with that blackhead. It's going to stay stretched. However, if you get that grease out and that dirt out, what is going to happen is that there's nothing to keep it wide, so it's going to slowly shrink. And also now with that, you try to help to boost the collagen by, you know, massaging the face and using like retinol on the skin. That is going to help to smooth the wrinkles and fine lines, and also shrink those pores really, really quick. B Rose, how do you get rid of blackheads and hyperpigmentation on the inner thigh? And that is that's for another show, but I'm going to answer it as best as I can. You're going to get rid of it the very way you get rid of it on your face, by exfoliating. And what you're a good exfoliator for that area, believe it or not, is salt. You can make an amazing salt scrub with rose water and a little bit of olive oil and some dried orange peel or some lemon peel, blended, mix it up, and just exfoliate that area. That area you can exfoliate every other day, and you can keep that remedy in your bathroom. When you exfoliate just like your skin, and that area could take even more warmer water than your face, then it's gonna, you know, slowly but surely be bye-bye. I have a video on my channel, how to clear dark inner thighs. You guys could check that out. I think that video did something like, I'm saying 5 million, but I know it's more than, it's probably 8-9 million views. Really, really good recipe. It's got all of that views for a reason, and you can actually check that out, because that is going to clear the dark inner thighs, but it's also going to get rid of the blackhead and whatever else is going on there. Okay, and you need also to moisturize. Okay, you need to moisturize, wash, clean, moisturize, and keep it, you know, looking all dry. Paula, should we close the pores with very cool water? And yes, that's a very, very good question. So when you steam your face, guys, it opens the pores. You exfoliate the skin after. And when you're done, you need to close back those pores. The fact that you just take out, if you just take out that blackheads, okay? And the reason I'm going into this, because we always said warm water to close back the pores. But if you have severe blackheads or you know, blackhead and a hole on the skin, when you close the pores, which we're going to be using cold water to close back those pores, it don't mean that that pore that you take out that big old blackhead from is going to close up immediately. It's not going to happen right away. But for those other pores that are in good condition on the skin, which was not really wide to begin with, but just open a little to get out the grease, those are going to close up. However, once you practice to steam, exfoliate on a regular, eventually the large pores will shrink tremendously, tremendously. And we're not, you know, gimmicking anyone here. It works, guys, but it takes dedication. Okay, it takes dedication. And we have Jeanette Francis. I use rosehip oil on my face and it's so nice. Rosehip oil is amazing, and it doesn't matter if you're in your 20s upwards, use the rosehip oil. Now, rosehip oil is high in vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E, and that's what makes it a complete facial oil. You know, if you have to get one facial oil to use for wrinkles and fine lines and boosting collagen and brightening and lightening the skin, hydrating the skin, that is the rosehip oil. And this channel, we call all those little oils special oils. So you have like rosehip oil, squalene oil. You also have papaya seed oil. Now I find this amazing cucumber seed oil. All these oils are special oils and take care of special needs on the skin. You have oil like coconut oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil. All those oils are carrier oil that you can mix with these special oils. All right, so Hetty Moore, great topic. Thank you so much for that. And we have Paula Danagu, I think Danagu. First time I think I'm seeing you, but probably not, because I think I struggled with your last name before. Welcome to the chat. Hello, Jill. If you steam after applying stuff to your face, will the stuff get absorbed? Very, 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 very good question. If you steam after applying stuff, and stuff she mean by, you know, your facial cream, blah, 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 blah. No, what is going to happen, okay? When you steam the face, everything is coming off. Basically, steaming the face is coming off. And that is the reason why if you go to get your face done, like a facial, in most cases, they will steam your face. And while they're steaming your face, they will be exfoliating. Most places that you go to, if you have ever gone somewhere to get a facial done, they have the steam going on your face and they're exfoliating at the same time, okay? When you're steam, you're trying to get things, you're trying to open the pores so you could get things off, okay? It's not gonna go large back because it's coming out, it's melting. So definitely steam, exfoliate, and then you apply your products so that it can work on the skin. All right, so ZMO Regalado. What about witch hazel? And I get this question all the time. Now, when it comes on to witch hazel, some people use witch hazel as a facial toner. Now, facial toner and facial astringent are two different things, okay? A facial astringent, and I'm talking about astringent because I'm getting back to the witch hazel. Facial astringent normally have some form of alcohol in it, and what it does is that it helps to get rid of the last trace of dirt on the skin, okay? It get rid of the last trace of dirt. So if you wash your face and when you're done, you take a cotton pad with a little bit of a witch hazel and you apply it on your skin and you wipe it off. When you look at it, for sometimes if you don't wash your face properly, you're going to see grease or dirt. It gets rid of the last trace of dirt, astringent. I personally place witch hazel in the astringent department, and that is because most witch hazel are high in alcohol. Most witch hazel are high in alcohol. So if you go and you get witch hazel, definitely turn it over and see the ingredient content. The content is high in alcohol. A facial toner you leave on the skin, witch hazel should rinse off, especially if you have dry and sensitive skin because of the high alcohol content. So yes, if you want to go ahead and use witch hazel, it has been used on the skin for generation to generation to generation, but more as an astringent than as a facial toner. Now, a facial toner is supposed to be a leave-on, and some people call a facial toner a facial mist. What happened after you steam, you exfoliate, and all of that good stuff, you spritz that facial toner on your skin and you let it dry before you apply any other products on the skin. You do not want to spritz on witch hazel on the skin when you finish to leave on to dry to apply other product because of the alcohol content, okay? Any suggestion for acne? If you have acne prone skin, it means that your pores are clogged. The way acne occur on the skin, the pores are clogged, and because the pores aren't clean, all of that grease and dirt stay and develop bacteria. Now, when you get bacteria on the skin, it causes a breakout, pus fill um, pores, and give you all that acne looking skin. So for you to get rid of acne, the first thing you need to do is to get something with antibacterial properties. Okay, they do use like salicylic acid and all these kind of things on the skin to help, but for me, the fact that I go the natural route first, you get to the root of the evil, and the evil is the bacteria. Now, how do you get rid of bacteria? You use antibacterial ingredients, such as the most famous one is tea tree oil. Okay, so you can use DIY and you can clear up your acne really, really fast if you blend aloe vera gel. And I actually suggest this to a friend of mine who, kiddo have a lot of acne. Blend that fresh aloe vera gel, mix it up with some tea tree oil, and use it as a facial mask on your acne prone skin for a week every day, 30 minutes, and you would be blown away. You can also choose to add your tea tree oil in anything. If you have even your acne remedies or facial cream, they have a lot of acne skincare products out there. You can still dip a little tea tree oil in it and use it on your skin. One drop, however, because it's very, very strong. Okay, one drop, and you do not mix it in your products. You just add it when you're going to apply it to the skin. Steaming also helps with acne prone skin because it do help to, kill. I don't even know if I can use this word because the system is so sensitive when we use certain words, but it will also help to, to stifle, maybe that's a better word, the bacteria. So if you steam a lot, it can stifle the bacteria. However, if you have severe acne and you try to steam, it could also irritate the skin. So you got to be mindful of that. Start out very slow by steaming, like, every 3 days, and see how it goes, and use your tea tree oil. The reason I give you that ingredient, because you can mix it with anything. You could try anything you're using on your face by just adding one drop of that tea tree oil. Another oil that is good is lavender oil, or lavender water is good to mix with whatever you're using on your skin. Okay, and we have some remedies on the channel, like a good bit for acne prone skin that you can actually check out. Paula, I'm gonna start derma rolling only with a 2.5, then I'm gonna apply my product to see if it's work. And derma rolling, we talk a lot about that on our 25 days skincare challenge. So if you missed that, guys, you can actually go back and check it out, and take a look at all the things that we spoke about. Hello, Jarlair, how are you? Is that EXO or Voss TV? Love your channel. I'm getting over the virus. I don't want to say that word. Don't say that word. All right. So, okay, I understand, and feel better. Okay, feel better. Make sure that you are, drinking as much liquid as you can, and take it easy. All right, Taryn. All right, Taryn and Lucy is talking. So, can you add tea tree oil on your face scrub, into this face scrub mixture? Definitely. Definitely. No more than 1 to 2 drops, okay, in the face scrub, especially when you're steaming. Okay, just a little bit in your mixture, steam and exfoliate, and you will be on your way to clear. I think this is the first time I'm seeing. Okay, so that's the question. I took Breda, Bedra, Bedra. Just a question, please. Can we add a mask after using skin spatula? And for me, I'm thinking spatula is what you use to apply the product on your skin. If I'm mistaken, let me know. So you want to know if we can use a mask after? Just explain to me. I'm not sure about the spatula, but so I don't know how to answer the question. Spatula, okay, I know what you're talking about. I would suggest that you use it before. And then you use the spatula after, if I am correct with what you're thinking a spatula is. The first thing came to mind is the application, but they have a method that you can actually, almost like you're slapping your face. Let me know if that is what you're referring to. Okay, all right, so let's take some more questions. um, scraper. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't say scraper, but it's tend to clean off the dead skin cells from the skin. So maybe I got it right with what he's trying to say. Start pressing the like buttons. All right, guys. Yeah, if you like the topic today, go ahead and press the like button and comment. Now, if you're just joining, we are trying to, give some tips on how to get rid of blackheads and whiteheads and shrink large pores and also textured skin. So we're sharing tips, and I'm sure I gave more than 7, of how you can get your skin to look smoother. Most people, that is the problem. The textured skin, the blackheads, the whiteheads, the large pores. Most people do not have smooth skin. And it might sound a little bit frightening to you guys, but most people do not have smooth skin. And it is the truth, okay? If you look at most people's skin up close, then you will be like blown away what is going on the skin. That can be taken care of. And even if you have textured skin, like for years and years and years and years, you can actually fix it. Can you get it all the way to smooth skin? That have a lot to do with you, because even though you exfoliate and you clean it up, that also have to do with how you eat, the amount of water you drink, and it's a combination of things that can get your skin to look smooth. Now you might be asking, like, how did I get my skin smooth looking? The honest truth is I have been taking care of my skin for more than 3 decades, to be honest. I've been taking care of my skin for a long time, way before YouTube, and not just, going in the bathroom and washing my face. I mean, like, really taking care of my skin. The reason for that is because I grew up with there's no such thing as bad skin, but where I am from, they would consider my skin as a child bad skin because it's loaded with eczema, it's loaded with spots and blemishes, it's loaded with all kind of things that we call sore and all these kind of things, even on my hair, like, all the way around, like, because my skin was very sensitive to a lot of things, like even the spring water. If you go to the spring, yes, I'm from somewhere where we have spring, and you just take that water out, which is supposed to be pure water, and you use it on my skin, I could break out. That's how delicate my skin was. So therefore, if there's no chlorine or bleach in the water, then it would affect my skin. So they would have to, like by my grandma, they would have to boil the water so I could take a bath. That's how delicate my skin was. My skin was, and I wish I have pictures to show. My skin was all messed up, and because my skin was so messed up and so embarrassing to me, especially, guys, when I started, the teenage years, when everyone is, trying to get the little hair bow going good, and you start up in a little thing, so you get aware of, how you look. And the way I look, with all spotted wonder, they called me as a child at school, spotted wonder. So the way I look, I wasn't pleased about that. And then I started to take care of my skin. And today, when people look at my skin, they're like, oh my God, and you really have nice skin. And the honest truth is, when I run into subscribers on the street, most of the time the comment is always, but your skin look better than on TV. So maybe it will look good. I don't know, but yeah, but it's a long time. So it's dedication, but it's never ever too late to start taking care of your skin. It is never too late to start taking care of your skin. And you're going to start by getting rid of the blackheads. You're going to start by getting rid of the whitehead. Now, if you do not have blackhead, whitehead, and large pores, then you're going to start to take care of your skin by smoothing out those wrinkles and fine lines, and also by hydrating the skin. Hydrating the skin, you use moisturizer, or you use products that's going to lock that moisture in the skin so it could look fresh and plump. And while you are at it, guys, you also need to do one of my favorite, which is to do your facial massages. If you have any question on blackhead and large pores, go ahead and comment. Some of the most effective ingredient in shrinking large pores, apart from you steaming the skin and exfoliating the skin, it's Fuller's Earth. Any form of a clay mask. And controversial, guys, listen to this. And I know I might be talking a little bit too much about petroleum jelly. Now, when it comes on to facial and body mask and all of that, what they use is clay. And if you are not aware that clay is really dirt, okay, believe it or not, clay is dirt. It's taken from the ground, from the earth. They have areas on the earth where the soil tend to be different from some area. You have areas that you have black dirt, okay? You have area where you have brown dirt. You have areas where you have what we call red dirt, and you also have areas where you have white dirt. You have areas where you have like green dirt. All of that is from the environment and all the minerals and zinc and copper and all of that that you find on the earth. Now, that is really how they get my clay. Clay is from the earth. It's just that areas, if you dig, you're going to find this kind of a special dirt, okay? And that is what they take and they put it through a process to get rid of anything that might not be good for you. Some people turn it into powdered form, or some you could get the fresh clay depending on where you live. But for most, they dry it out, take the dirt, they dry the dirt out, and some people use machine and they dry the dirt out. When the dirt is dry, they put it in another thing and they blend it up and it come out very, very powdery. And this is what they're selling as clay. Most people, whether you have billions of dollars or you have little to no money, use clay on the skin. How is the clay different from petroleum jelly? Petroleum jelly is from the earth. I'm just trying to make a point to you guys. Petroleum jelly is from the dirt and the clay is from the dirt. So when you're going to be like, just, do the research. Anyway, so I went on a tantrum just to explain to you what clay really is. Different region, like in France, they have a green clay because that's the region. And when you find like you have in Morocco, you have the red clay because they have red dirt, okay? And so on and so forth. Now, I'm not telling you to go outside, especially if you live in the countryside, and go and dig some dirt and put on your skin, okay? Don't do that because the dirt on the top, we're not doing geography now, or we're not, in science talking about the different layers of the earth crust. Anyway, some of you guys know about that. You guys remember those things at school? Oh my goodness. For some of you who have children, do you guys have to like revisit these things? Like the different layers of the earth crust and the seabed? Anyway, so the reason why you're not going to take dirt, because you don't know what fall in that dirt, where you live. It could have all kind of things, glass bottle, this, that, everything from the environment and all of that. You'd have to dig really, really deep. So leave it to the expert to get the clay for you guys. So clay is going to help to shrink pores. It's great for boosting collagen because it has those minerals and vitamins, all the electrolytes you're going to find in the clay because it's coming from the dirt. That is going to give your skin that plumpness, that tightness, and that firmness, and all of that, fighting against that bacteria in the skin, getting rid of all the blackhead on your skin. So if you have blackheads and textured skin and also large pores, your best friend should be some form of a clay. Now, you have to be very mindful when you go and you find clay. I used to use a clay mask, believe it or not, that used to cost me like, I probably shouldn't say it anyway, because you guys are probably going to think that, oh my goodness, you used to spend so much money on a clay mask. But anyway, now I buy my clay on Amazon and mix it up myself, and the same kind of green clay. Anyway, so guess what, guys? Find some clay. You have like Fuller's Earth, multi-meaty, depending on where you live, you call that. You have red clay. You have all different kind of clay that you can find to use on your skin. So get the clay, mix it up, and we have several videos showing you how you can, mix up that clay. I have some new ones coming up where where I'm going to kind of change up the colors for you guys, like some green clay, some, you know, to show you how to use that to tighten and firm the skin. But because of the mineral content that is in it, it is good for large pores. Always. And do your research. Don't take my word for it. When you're done, you know, maybe she's talking just gibberish. Let me go research it for myself. Always do your research for yourself so that you're sure of, you know, what somebody is actually trying to tell you. That's how I learned when I was growing up, guys. If you come and you'd be like, you should be using this green clay on your skin, I'm going to ask you why. And then you will have to tell me why. I know I was annoying. You got to tell me why. And when you tell me why do you need it? Okay, you're going to use it because it helps to shrink the pores. Then I'm going to ask you how. How can clay help to shrink the pores? And I would go on and on and on and on until they just walk away from me and like, shut your mouth up. You ask too much question. And that's how I made my videos. And I know a lot of you sometimes, like, I could make my videos for 3 minutes and someone comment on my video and was like, this video was stretched out to 8 minutes, but this is really just a 3-minute video. I can make my videos for 3 minutes. And what sometimes I try to do it, but personally for me, it's not satisfying, okay? It's not satisfying if I make a video and I tell you guys, all right, guys, so you're going to take a bag of green tea. Go and watch the videos you guys missed this morning. You're going to take a bag of green tea. You're going to add some Fuller's Earth with the green tea, mix it up together. You can choose to use some milk or you can choose to use some coconut oil in it. Mix it up, use it on your face. It's going to help to tighten and firm your skin. I just cannot make my video like that. You guys need to know why. Why are you using Fuller's Earth? What benefit is this Fuller's Earth to your skin? Why am I using green tea on my skin? You need to know, guys. You need to know why you're using it, so you just don't waste your time. I could make a video and I could tell you that use some vitamin C on your skin. The honest truth is your skin is young and fresh, and you really don't think you need any form of a vitamin C on your skin. So you shouldn't use it. But if I didn't say, well, it's going to have to brighten the skin, remove wrinkles and fine lines, then you would know why you're using it, and you probably use it and you shouldn't be using it, okay? So that's why you need to know. And always turn over and read the labels. Read the labels. All right, so Jill, I was a troublemaker too. I didn't say I was a troublemaker. I just said I asked a lot of questions. Hello, Auntie Enid. I know you on the chat. I saw you just now. Alice Day. She could testify that I used to ask a lot of questions, but it works out in the end. Okay, it works out in the end because that's the way I learn. You know, I learn by asking questions. Now, there's some people that don't really like to ask questions, and I hate that. I hate that. Like, you come to my house and you, let's say I have a coffee maker then. And you go in the kitchen and you fool around my coffee maker, you mess it up because you don't know how to use it. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad. And the reason why I'm going to be mad, because I feel like you should ask. If you don't know something, you ask. And when we were growing up, we have this thing that we sing. I don't know if people teach their children these things anymore. Questions were made to ask. And I'm fresh. Like, if when they're like, oh my goodness, just remember these things. When they're like, oh, shut up your mouth now, you ask too much question. I'm like, a question were made to ask. Like, you know, I still remember that. And I still do it from time to time. Like, you know, my better off would be like, oh my goodness, ask so much question. Questions were made to ask. So definitely take it the same way when it comes on to your skincare. When you go to the counter to buy your beauty products, don't let them just give you something and be like, here, retinol, use this on your face. You need to know why. Why are you using this retinol and what is in it? What they use to make up this particular cream. Okay, turn it over, and if you see a word on it you don't understand, ask the salesperson. 99.9.9% of the time they're not gonna know, to be honest, but still try. Ask the salesperson, what is this retinol, what is this for, you know? But yeah, but at least you ask. And nowadays the good thing is that you have the Google. You can always go and Google whatever you want to know, okay? You don't have to go to the library. You don't have to go to the encyclopedia. You just go and tap it on in your phone and you find whatever you want. There's also a trick out there, guys, okay? I know we're talking about skincare, it's almost over, but there's a trick out there. And if you do a lot of research, especially when you're researching skincare products and anything to do with skincare, what you're gonna find is that, especially when it comes on to those vlogs, that those .com where people talk about skincare and all of that, you're gonna find a great majority of repeats. Okay, and when I say repeat, all right, say let's use the word copycat. Let's use the word copycat, and all the information are not necessarily true. Sorry to blow your bubbles, guys. All the information are not necessarily true. Okay, so sometimes you gotta dig deeper, and you gotta dig deeper, because anybody can make a blog. Okay, anybody can make a skincare blog, and anybody can go and put whatever they want to put on it. Anybody can make a skincare blog and tell you that there is no vitamin E in grapeseed oil. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you got to dig deeper. So know where you're getting your information from also. Always go to the root. And when you get to the root, then you can know. Sometimes I'm researching things and I'm laughing like, what the? Because they're just repeating themselves. They just copy from another person and place it on their blog. So know where you're going to get your information from. Anyway, guys, if you're just joining, we're talking about 7 tips, which we already covered, how to get rid of not get rid of, but how to shrink large pores. You cannot get rid of pores, guys. And I know I have the habit of making that mistake. Like, it's just sometimes when you're posting videos, the honest truth is they call these things kind of clickbait, where you could just use the word how to get rid of large pores. You cannot get rid of pores. The skin is made up of pores, but we just say it sometimes, and I am guilty of saying it also on some of my title. What you can do is shrink pores. You can shrink the pores. You cannot get rid of it. And any one of you on the chat that do like biology, you'll already know what the skin look like under a microscope. And if you don't do biology, all you have to do is go to Google and Google skin under microscope, and you're gonna get a wide variety of pictures. But you can get rid of blackheads. You can get rid of whitehead on the skin. You can also boost collagen in the skin by tightening up that skin and firming the skin. You can reduce wrinkles and fine lines on the skin by using facial cream and facial massages and drinking water and eating healthy. Okay, you can do those things, but the pores you cannot get rid of. You can only shrink. All right, guys, so what I was saying, that's what we're trying to do. A quick and easy way. Let me summarize what you need to do to get rid of the pores, the textured skin, the blackhead. You're going to steam your face 2 to 3 times per week. As soon as you finish steaming, you're going to exfoliate your skin, whether you have your own personal exfoliator at home, or you're going to make one, or you're going to use one of my recipes, but you're going to exfoliate right after you steam. That is going to clean the skin out. And then you're going to splash on some toner, or you're going to splash on some cold water, close up back those pores. We already went in detail that if you have a big hole, you ain't going to close like 1, 2, 3, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. And you do that on the regular, okay? Do that on the regular, and that is going to help to shrink the pores. A good ingredient to use for pore shrinking is clay. Any form of a clay mask, whether you make it yourself or you buy one. Lower shelf in the supermarket, in the pharmacy tend to have the cheapest clay mask. The trick with clay mask is, guys, even though they fall on the lower shelf, clay is clay. A lot of people don't know that. They think that because the brand is cheaper, the clay is not good. That's one thing that you can buy a cheaper brand. However, regardless of what you do, you turn it over and you read. And that is going to help to tighten and firm the skin. All right? Any question, guys? We are moving on. All right, guys, so if you're still watching and you didn't thumbs the video up, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. That is to show that you really like, the topic. You're supporting the channel. You're enjoying, just listening or even sharing your idea about, skincare. That's, just give it a thumbs up, and it's right below the video. So if you have not yet thumbs up, show some love to the channel by thumbsing up the video. Let's take this to at least 100 thumbs up, like really, really quick. We need at least 10 more thumbs up to make, it be official that you guys are liking the chat. Carrie, Chichi, I love to do research before using thing on my skin, and that is the way to go. And then we find Loretta, I found out which is the facial toner. Is that okay? And I know Loretta came on late because we were talking about the witch hazel. It is okay, but make sure that this witch hazel facial toner. Okay, let me answer the question really, really quick. You have facial toner with witch hazel, okay? It can label facial toner and it can label witch hazel, but look at the amount of percentage. That's another thing that is out there. A lot of people, because witch hazel is so popular when it comes on to using on the skin, that they might make a facial toner, they might put 5% witch hazel in it, depending on the country where you are from, and they would label it witch hazel toner, when in all fairness, there's little to no witch hazel in the product. So definitely read. If your witch hazel is high in alcohol, it's not good to use as a facial toner, okay? On your bottle, you need to look over it and see the alcohol content. If it's high in alcohol, it's not a toner, it is a estrogen, okay? So be mindful of that. And I suggest you rinse off the estrogen, because alcohol, too much alcohol could dry your skin. All right, so, but if there's little to no alcohol and it's still labeled witch hazel, there's such a lot to when it comes on to skincare, guys. I'm just like, opening your eyes to let you guys understand how this works. So if it says witch hazel toner, it could also mean that there's just a little bit, but check the alcohol content. That is the trick to it. If you have it and it have a lot of alcohol, when you use it on your skin, rinse it off after, okay? All right, so let's move on. Let's see what Essie, hi, Essie, I haven't seen you for a while. Like, welcome to the chat. My face is flawless after steaming with rice water, and there is someone using rice water to steam. Whoa, Lucy. She was inquisitive. Child, love to ask question, why was her middle name? You use that word inquisitive too? Like, we used to use that. I haven't heard that word for a long time. So that used to be, guys, do you guys still use the word inquisitive? Like, when we were younger, it's like you ask somebody, like, I'm sitting here and doing my little thing, and you come be like, what you doing? Like, you too inquisitive. Like, that used to be so popular. I don't even know if these young people use it like that anymore. They have their own thing going. Dress fest. It's Indian secret clay. Is it Indian? Yes, all clay is clay, regardless of whether it's come from India, France, Japan, Antigua. It doesn't matter. Amelia, I agree with the explanation. It is what makes me trust your process and recipe even more because of that. And thank you so much for that. Hilda, amazing video. Thank you. Paula, I had red clay face wash and I just broke out with acne. You just broke out with acne because you have the face wash, red clay. And that's another issue. It's clay in a face wash. Check your ingredients. I would suggest you use just clay, get the clay powder and make your own thing. Clay in a face wash is going to have a lot of other things that preserve the wash. You now take clay, you put it in a liquid form. You're going to have all different kind of preservatives and other stuff. It might not necessarily be the clay that break your skin out. It could be the combination of ingredients. So read the panel. And if you're in doubt, then probably try some red clay by itself on the skin and see. Because remember, once you mix things together, you do not know what the reaction is going to be. All right. And also you might have been using, if it's a clay wash, it means that you're going to apply it on your skin, rub it up and rinse it off. I'm thinking when you're using any form of clay, whether it's a wash or whatever, I would suggest you rinse it off with some warm water. And another thing too, that clay could actually settle in the pores because you're not exfoliating, you're just washing. So a lot of things, if you're breaking out, it means that the pores are clogging, okay? And if the pores are clogging, it means you might not have been exfoliating. while using that wash. So if you know, you could put it away, or you could try this steaming, exfoliating, and give that clay mask wash another try and see what happened. I have red Moroccan clay. Never really knew what it was for. LOL. Oh my goodness, that is actually really nice. I love the red Moroccan clay. Just make it. You could put milk in it too. Just a little milk in the powder. Mix it up. Put it on your face, your neck, and there you have your clay mask. And that's what they do when you buy the tube. All right. So Paula, 111, great number to see. Okay. All right. Like clay from the Dead Sea. That's why they swim in it. And yes, you know, you have a lot. I actually have this company that sent me a whole set of clay that I masked that I didn't even feature on the channel. I hope they're not listening. But yes, they have this product. And this was one product that came about, you know, when skincare started to turn into what it is today. And that is clay from all the Dead Sea, and they sell it like for an arm and a leg. And when you go to the mall, or like resort or so, they would have these set of products all from the Dead Sea. They would have the mask, the facial wash, and all the works for some 40, 30, 40, 50, $60. So that is where it is from. Now today you could actually find those kind of products with those ingredients for much cheaper, because you know we now have internet and everything, and we have like Amazon where you could get things from across the world. Okay, all right guys, so I see my time is up. I can't believe I make it to 1 hour already. If you're still watching and you didn't give us a thumbs up, show some love by thumbsing up the video. Hello, Juliana. We're learning a lot today. Thank you, my dear, for the knowledge you are sharing with us. Thank you so much for that. Kanira, any idea how to permanently get rid of chin hair? The other day I was telling, you know, we're doing a challenge, 25 days skincare challenge, and I was telling my faithful watchers that any day that I came up with a solution to permanently get rid of facial hair, I'm going to be a billionaire. Okay? I am going to be a billionaire. Any day I came up with a solution to permanently get rid of it, apart from, you know, doing a surgery or something like that. Just any day I come up with a cream or whatever that's going to get rid of it forever, then I'm going to be rich. It's really, really difficult. However, you can actually slow the growth process down. You can slow that growth process down tremendously. I have facial hair, and I use turmeric religiously for getting rid of the facial hair. Now, the way that works, and this is natural form, okay? Because you can go and you could go get laser. Laser is going to take you a couple months, like, you know, a couple of months. What is going to happen? Same thing. It's going to start to grow back less. When you go get the laser treatment, then you're not, you know, after a while, you go get it once every 2 months or 3 months, and then it seems like you don't have it, but it's really there. But because if you stop for 6 months, then it's going to come back. However, it might come back a little thinner. All right. So that's procedure. Now, without procedure, and if you're going to turn to the natural way, you'll get the job done with the turmeric. How it works, however, you got to use it once a week. And just like with, you know, laser or whatever, I would suggest that you kind of, if you tweeze, the best way is to tweeze and then you use it. What is going to happen is you normally try to shave it or tweeze it every other day. You're going to find that you do it every 3 days. Then you find that you do it, you know, once a week, and so on and so on. But the moment you stop, it's going to come back. I might have videos like get rid of facial hair permanently. I don't know if I have one with that topic. I might. That's clickbait. But in the video, I would tell you that you gotta use it, because I don't want to feel guilty like, oh, I'm saying to get rid of it permanently. You can slow that growth. And watch my videos where I, you know, talk about facial hair, and you'll see me telling you you're gonna slow down. It really kills the video. Oh, I use the word again. It really kind of not let that video go as fast as if I put get rid of it permanently. But deep down, I feel guilty if I say that you can get rid of it permanently, but I do know you can slow the process down because I'm living proof of that. But try the turmeric paste. When you use it, leave it on just like a facial mask. Do it. Start out doing it 2 to 3 times a week. If you used to tweeze first. If you used to shave first, and then you use it. What it does, it inhibits the growth of the hair. And what's gonna happen once you use it on the regular, it start to come back like really, really fine. You know, fine as scanty, scanty till you feel like you get rid of it, but stop for 6 months. It's coming right back. Anyway, let's take another question. Hello, Giffy. I got your email. Your thing is on the way. There's always a replay, Magdalene. Somebody's late. I noticed she wasn't on it, and I almost, when I was like, welcome all the members, because she's always on, I almost say Magdalene, and then I scroll, just like I said Jason, and I didn't even see Jason. I scroll and I noticed she wasn't on. I guess she's just coming from work. Lorna Nurse, how are you? Don't know what you wrote. Hi, MAHK. I got small black spot after birth. So those are what we call birthmarks. And if you have small black after birth, meaning if you gave birth. Anyway, explain that. But if it's, you know, when you were born, you're born with all these fancy spots, then it's okay. I have those. I have a couple fancy ones. Mines are not dark, to be honest. Mines are light. But yes, I have some of those. Ozzy, Abbas, my skin is very dry and sensitive. How many times can I scrub a week? That is a very, 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 very good question. You have dry skin, you have sensitive skin. You do not need to exfoliate no more than at least twice. And you probably could try once, depending on how sensitive your skin is. However, because you have dry skin, you still need to exfoliate because your skin is sensitive. You need to know what you're using to exfoliate. I normally suggest that people with sensitive skin try rice. It is one ingredient that most people will tolerate on the skin, even if you have sensitive skin. Now, your skin is dry, so it's going to be flaky, meaning you're going to have the dead skin cell that you need to get rid of, so you got to exfoliate. I would say try twice per week, which is best. But if you exfoliate twice per week and you cut, you know, any form of an irritation, then you cut down to once. The trick is to find a very mild exfoliator. And when you exfoliate gentle in circular motion. Give the rice exfoliator a try. I have several on the channel, and if there's any ingredient in it that you think might irritate your skin, just simply leave it out, okay? All right, so dress piece. To start the vlog today, Google is now making you people prove the authority. So not everyone can start a vlog today. You should start a vlog. I have a channel. I have a Khichibeauty@gmail.com. You can check it out. It's not like, you know, anyway, I'm getting all more active on it. That's what I was running a little late today because I'm trying to arrange a page. So if you go on it now, it might look a little shuffle up because I'm trying to sort it out. But I have it now for over 3 years. Okay. And yeah, we just recently got monetized also on it. So it's going. So, okay, Juliana, you're going to send it to your big sis. Gina, IGG, sidebar, I hate to say this, but I haven't received my gift. Gina, send me an email because I think, just resend me an email. Resend an email, but I'm almost sure that your gift was sent out. But send me an email and let me see. And when you send in the email, remind me of what your gift was. A lot of you guys actually, like people that was promised like the headband, like for people that promised like the steamer and stuff, they get those. People like for the headband, I didn't send any headband, like I just sent probably a steamer or something else. So if you're sure that you want what, you know, apart from people who want the steamer, like if you win the headband or the earring, then you know that what you get is way much better. But just put on it what you want, or if your gift one or gift two. And Giphy, your gift was sent. Who else on it? That Somebody else was asking them. Anyway, the gifts are going out still. So hopefully this week, depending on your location, you should be receiving your gifts. For those of you who didn't receive their gifts as yet. All right, Kay Campbell, I have sensitive skin. I'm using your rice oatmeal green tea facial moisturizer and my skin feel like a newborn bottom. I haven't received my gift yet. All right, so good. All right, so did you send me an email this week? I'm almost sure. If it's not you, but I came across your name this week. I'm thinking you sent an email. But if not, resend. I think your gift went out though. If not, resend and let me know your what you want. Carrie, Khichi, I didn't receive. Oh, it's a lot of people who didn't receive their gift. I was a first place winner. All the gifts are gonna be final this week, except for my Jamaican subscribers. We have 3 people from Jamaica. I think I added 4 people from Jamaica who didn't receive their gift. And you know, it's kind of sad that Jamaicans and the Jamaicans didn't get their gift. But we have good things coming up for them, and hopefully this week I will be able to finalize, you know, where they need to go and pick their gift up. So I think KAYE, the reason I think you are on the Jamaican list, remind me if I'm mistaken. I'm thinking. If not, let me know. Claire, I sent you an email. All right, so very good. So guys, all of you guys who, you know, some people already used them, break theirs already. But all of you guys who didn't receive your gift, the gifts are going to finalize this week, except for my Jamaican subscribers. Okay, except for my Jamaican subscribers. All right. Okay. So okay, you're in Canada. All right. Anyway, I'll check my list when I'm done and make sure your gift is out. Okay. All right. So definitely all the gifts are going to be finished this week. So I'm not going to come on next week or the following week and anyone is going to be like, I didn't get the gift. But all of them is going out this week, except my Jamaican subscribers, who hopefully I'll finalize things for them this week also. All right, guys. So if you didn't receive your gift, send an email. Let me know you didn't receive your gift and what you want. Okay. If you didn't receive your gift, send an email. Let me know that you didn't receive and what you want. Hopefully, because some of you guys, your name is different from, you know, your handle on the chat. And that's why sometimes I kind of mix it up, because I'm thinking about what your name is here, but then the name I send the gift to, you know, is not your handle here. So that's sometimes why I can't be like, oh yeah, I sent your gift already. Unless it's clear, straight out, that's your name. That's how I would remember you on the chat. All right, guys. So that is my time. We have another show coming up, and this is going to be at 7:30. We're actually doing a weight loss challenge. For those of you who are not on the weight loss challenge, if you want to join us later at 7:30 to find out what this weight loss challenge is all about, then you can join us. We are trying to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. 10 pounds in 30 days. So right now we are looking to wrap up week 1. Week 1 is going to end on Tuesday. So we're at what? 5 days in? 6, 7, 5 days. That would make it 8. We're 6 days in the weight loss challenge for this week. We're trying to lose just about 2 to 3 pounds. And we're not dieting this week any at all. All we're doing is eating what we normally eat, half of the amount. We're drinking water. We're also not eating after 7 p.m. Another thing that we're doing is we're not eating any form of sugar. You can drink tea after. What am I missing, guys? What we're doing? We're eating half the amount we normally eat. We're going to bed, trying to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. We're drinking water. We are, why am I feeling like I'm missing something? But anyway, join the chat tonight to find out exactly what we're doing for the week, and next week we're going to be doing something else. However, our goal is to lose 2 to 3 pounds every week for the next month. 10 pounds is the weight goal. If you can lose more, you lose more. And each week we're doing different things to help us to stay on track to get rid of the pounds. And if you are not looking to lose weight, you can also come join us for support for those of us who are looking, and you can also join us with the working out. Oh, and we're working out too. Join us with the working out to tighten and tone the skin. Okay. All right, so Golden Child is heading to workout. I'll see you at 7:30. Weight loss challenge is today at 7:30 Eastern time. All right, guys, 4:30 Pacific time. My time is up, guys. What I'm gonna do now, I gotta go get something to eat because I'm not eating after 7, and the show is 7:30. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any question, then you know, about pores and, you know, blackheads and whitehead, feel free to send an email or feel free to come back on the chat next week and ask your question. This is Sunday Chit Chat. We do this live chat, take skincare question every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. So thank you all for joining. If you have not yet thumbs the video up. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week for Sunday Chit Chat, and I'll see you guys doing the challenge later on at 7:30. Thank you, Lucy. Thanks to all my members and all my subscribers. Thank you for your continuous support. Be good to yourself and take care of your skin, guys. Even though we're trying to lose weight now, we're still taking care of our skin. It goes hand in hand. We fix the face, the neck, and now we're working on the body. Be good to yourself, love yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.